Hey, what's up guys? It's Ben. Today I'm coming at you with another video. This time I'm going to be breaking down my top 5 comeback fights in UFC history. So by comeback fight, all of these are like the person loses their belt and then they come back and fight and they are victorious, right? And so that's the context of this. Anyways, so let's get going. Number 5. I got Stipe Miocic versus Daniel Cormier 2. So Daniel Cormier kind of shocks the world when he comes out and he knocks out Stipe Miocic in the first round of their first fight. Dirty boxing slip, boom, right, gets him. The second fight, they're fighting, and then in the fourth round, Stipe Miocic is able to find Daniel Cormier's body and wear him out and outstrike him and then eventually TKO him. And it was an excellent comeback by Stipe Miocic after losing his belt. He was the heavyweight GOAT before Daniel Cormier came in. And he was still up until he was still the heavyweight GOAT at that point, too, even though he lost to Daniel Cormier. This kind of really solidified it because he was able to show a great comeback, resiliency, and able to win a fight and TKO the guy who knocked him out. All right, number 4, George St. Pierre versus Matt Serra. So George St. Pierre loses his first fight with Matt Serra. Then he comes back, he wins some fights, he wins the interim belt, and then he comes back and he fights Matt Serra. And he's able to wear Matt Serra out and stay on top and hammer down punches and keep moving. And he wears Matt Serra out and he wins. He wins his undisputed belt back because he had the interim championship before he fought Matt Serra for the second time. And then he goes out there and he makes it undisputed. And it was just a great performance by George St. Pierre and a great comeback. Number 3. I got Cain Velasquez versus Junior Dos Santos 2. So in this fight, right, so Junior Dos Santos takes out Cain Velasquez fairly quickly in the first fight. So there's a big question mark. Cain Velasquez up until that point he was a dominant champion. He took out Brock Lesnar pretty well. And so he comes back. Cain just spends relentless pressure and just keeps wearing on Junior Dos Santos and just taking him to the ground, throwing good shots, wearing him out, and just really putting the heat on him. And it's what wins him this fight. He responds well after a loss. He just comes out there, he's like, I'm going to win. And he does. And it goes to decision, but it was clear. Number 2, I got Amanda Nunes versus Juliana Pena 2. So, pretty much the biggest upset in UFC history. Juliana Pena admits Amanda Nunes, right, in their first fight. She wears her out. She's able to keep jabbing, hitting her, and get her on the ground. And then she comes out and she chokes her. Amanda Nunes was kind of done because I don't think Juliana got the choke full under the chin, but still, she wore her out. Juliana Pena wore Amanda Nunes out. Anyways, they come into this fight, and it's just from like the offset, right? From the first round, it just looked different. And the thing that Amanda Nunes did that won her the fight was her counter punches. She'd just wait and wait and wait and wait. And then Juliana Pena would try the same rush that she did in the first fight that won her it. She was able to kind of rush in there with a flurry and get Amanda Nunes and then tire her out. And Amanda Nunes just sits there and she waits and then she clips her and knocks her down. And I think in the first round, Amanda Nunes knocked down Juliana Pena like 3 times with a punch. And it was great. Like, she just responded so well and was able to adjust and make a great fight out of it and just be dominant, quite frankly. And then she would get into Juliana Pena's guard and she would drop bombs from the top and she would sit there and wait sometimes, kind of wear her down. Juliana Pena would try to go for a submission, but she couldn't get it. There were a couple times where she got close. Amanda Nunes may have been a little bit reckless on that end, but not enough because she didn't get submitted and she was most of the time able to get out. And so she basically knew what she was doing. And she just wore Juliana Pena out, and it was a fabulous comeback fight for Amanda Nunes. Number 1, I got Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira 2. So these guys had fought each other in kickboxing, right? And one time, I believe Pereira knocked out Israel Adesanya. Anyways, so fast forward, right? Their first fight, Pereira knocks out TKOs, I believe, Israel Adesanya. Beats him again. So they go back for another fight so Israel can try to get his belt back. And Pereira, I believe, in the second round, gets Israel up against the fence, and he starts throwing. He clips Israel. And you just see Israel shell up, right? But then it's like something awakens in him, and he takes and he just throws a punch that connects with Pereira and gets him. And he gets the win. Fabulous shot by Israel Adesanya. And that's why it's my number 1 on this list. Anyway, so that's going to be it for this video, guys. Please like, comment what you thought of this video, comment what you thought of my picks, and subscribe. I'll see you all later.